Assessing the feasibility of my complaint. Understanding the reasons for filing. My legitimate reasons to respond or my post-criticism with the company to what they did to me in the scenario happened during my probationary training inside the ACS Pro Global Solutions or Corporation building. What happened was discrimination, harassment, or violating organization's policies like not giving suspension before termination. My termination was without substantive process. According to Article 297 of the Labor Code, Article 298 of the Labor Code, Article 299 of the Labor Code, TANV and LRC GR number 128290, November 24, 1998. The employer shall not terminate the services of an employee except for just cause or cause authorized by law, where there is no showing of clear, valid, and legal cause of termination. The law considers it a case of illegal dismissal. Illegal if it was done without the observance of both substantive and procedural process. What are the reliefs available to an employee upon finding that he was illegally dismissed? An illegally dismissed employee is entitled to following reliefs: reinstatement without loss of seniority rights and other privileges or separation pay if no longer available, and fallback wages inclusive of allowances and other benefits or their monetary equivalent computed from the time his compensation from him up to his actual reinstatement. Collection of relevant documentation, collection of records, emails, and correspondence, signed contracts, required forms to be submitted sent by the company, signed agreement forms within the company, evaluation result after training, termination paper, email of the company for qualifying the interview, my audit notes during my probationary training. According to a source, I will charge or bill ACS Pro Global Solutions or Corporation of 2,507,000 pesos for moral damage. They can pardon my computation amounting 2 million up to 1.8 million. In the Philippines, unjust termination, illegal dismissal, discrimination, and failure to participate in illegal acts against an employer can lead to various penalties for the employer, including reinstatement, back pay, separation pay, and potential criminal charge. The specific penalties depend on the nature of violation and specific circumstances of the case. Unjust termination or illegal dismissal. The illegally dismissed employee is generally entitled to be reinstated for their former position without loss of seniority rights and other privileges. Back wages. If reinstated is not feasible to the employee, is entitled to full back wages computed from the time of dismissal up to the time of actual reinstatement without deductions of earnings. Separation pay. In lieu of reinstatement, the employer may be required to pay separation pay equivalent to 1 month's pay for every year of service. Discrimination in employment can lead to the employer being liable for damages including moral and exemplary damages. Penalties for discrimination. Specific penalties. Anti-Age Discrimination in Employment Act RA number 10911 may impose fines not less than 50,000 pesos but not more than 500,000 pesos, and or imprisonment not less than 3 months and not more than 2 years by Max Support Incorporated. Claims pursuing penalty for recruiting unlicensed employee doing professional work in the Philippines. Penalties for illegal recruitment. Imprisonment. A conviction for illegal recruitment can result in imprisonment of not less than 6 years and 1 day of up to a maximum of 12 years. Fines. can range from 200,000 pesos to 500,000 pesos. Economic sabotage. If the illegal recruitment is deemed economic sabotage, the penalties can be even harder, including life imprisonment and fines ranging from 500,000 pesos to 1 million pesos. Other penalties, depending on the specific discriminatory act, additional penalties may be imposed such as fines or imprisonment. Failure to participate in illegal acts. Criminal liability. Employees who refuse to participate in illegal acts directed by their employer may face criminal charges if their involvement constitutes a criminal offense. Other penalties, depending on the nature of the illegal act and the extent of the employee's involvement, other penalties including fines and imprisonment may be imposed. According to Respicio and Co. law firm, https://www.respicio.ph lawfill, https://lawfill.net, https://www.legal500.com, https://www.coa.gov.ph. Prohibition of the Republic Act 9173, Article 8, Penal and Miscellaneous Provisions, Practicing Illegal Healthcare Transactions and Malpractice in the Philippines. Penalties for illegal healthcare transactions and malpractice in the Philippines vary depending on the specific offense. Illegal practice of medicine as defined in the Republic Act No. 2382 can result in fines between 1,000 to 10,000 pesos, imprisonment, or both. Violations of the Philippine Health Insurance Corporation PhilHealth Act can lead to fine, suspension, and imprisonment depending on the severity of offense. Medical negligence, while not explicitly defined in a specific law, is on the severity of offense. Medical negligence, while not explicitly defined in a specific law, is typically addressed under Article 2176 of the Civil Code, which involves claims for damages due to negligence causing bodily harm. Illegal practice of medicine. Penalties 1,000 to 10,000 pesos. Violations of Philippine Health Act. Penalties 5,000 to 20,000 pesos. Medical malpractice or negligence. Article 2176 of the Civil Code, quasi-delict. Damages can be awarded to the patient. Economic losses, e.g. medical expenses, physical injuries, and emotional distress. The court has discretion in awarding compensation based on the principle of propriety.